Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, hello, my name is Loey, and I filmed 2 really dark videos tonight. So when I was thinking about what else I wanted to film, I decided I kind of just wanted to do a little bit of like a vlog, just talking about a bunch of different things I've wanted to talk about, but none of them are enough for like a whole video. Like there's a little bit of Dear David stuff I want to go over, there's some haunted apartment stuff I want to talk about, and I mean a little bit of stuff here and there, like some cool paranormal Netflix documentaries I've been watching, stuff like that. If you're looking to hear like one cohesive paranormal story or something like that, this probably isn't going to be the video for you. But if you just want to hear me talk about kind of some things that I wanted to update you guys on in terms of like paranormal, I'm not going to talk to you about like my lunch or something. Also, if you just saw Annabelle move, I don't know, I just sort of like moved her with my body. That's an update. Annabelle's back. Hi. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of jump right into it. The Dear David thing that I wanted to mention, I was really debating on like making a video about this, but it's just not, it's not enough, and I also just don't know if it's Dear David connected or if I'm reading too far into it. I love Adam Ellis. I follow his work. I like just like his comics and his art, and you know, him as kind of an influential person. I like his skincare routine, okay? However, he did post a string of comics, and I really debated just like messaging him and asking, but I don't know. What's the fun in that? And then I feel like it's so weird just being like, yo, is this Dear David related or something, and making him confirm. Like, I would never want him to feel uncomfortable and confirm anything he didn't want to, but then I would feel like a massive idiot if he was like, no, this isn't Dear David related. What am I talking about? Adam posted this string of comics that I'm going to start flashing up here on the screen. It basically looks like this guy goes from a house, which oddly is the house that is in Adam's Twitter banner. And now I could just be reading way too far into that, like way too far into that. But basically the guy goes out back, buries one of his fingernails, and then comes back to find a boy or a person like completely naked and bald. Dare I say, that head, I don't know. I feel like if there was a dent in it, it could be a Dear David head. I don't know. And he basically just like helps him inside. I don't know what it was about it. It just was very creepy, and there was never really a proper explanation. I don't know if it was supposed to be something deeper that I'm missing the meaning of, but it felt eerie. We're also at the 1-year anniversary of Dear David right around now, which is crazy that this has already been going on for a year. Also that it's not been going on so much longer. So I don't really know. I can't decide what I think of this. At first I was like, this is 100% Dear David, but then just based on the responses he was giving people, I wasn't entirely sure. Again, I didn't want to go to him and force him to say something, or me feel like an idiot, or him just ignore my message, which would probably be what would happen. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this Dear David related or not? And if so, do you think you could kind of give me an explanation of what the comic is supposed to mean? Or if the comic isn't Dear David, can you tell me what it's supposed to mean? Because I kind of just don't understand, and it's just weird because somebody in the past has told me a Dear David theory that they had, that perhaps David was Adam's son. It's a really long story, and I've never really gone into the theories or anything like that. I guess if you guys want like a Dear David theory video, we could always do something like that to tide us over until the movie comes out. I don't know. I've made so many videos about it at this point. I don't know if you guys are even interested in more, but I did think it was somewhat interesting and wanted to let you guys know in case you were curious if anything had been remotely said about it. I'm really interested in continuing to follow The Sun Vanished. However, it does not have any further updates, which sucks. I'm hoping it's gonna come back soon. I did see something kind of interesting. This guy, I don't even know what, hold on a minute, let me figure out his name. Okay, this creator called Fantastic Daily came forward with an interview from The Sun Vanished, and I didn't watch the interview, though I'm sure it was amazing, just because I don't really want to ruin the immersion for myself. I think that the creator kind of talks about who he is, and I don't know if he talks about the story, but I'm so enjoying just following the story, I didn't watch it. But if you guys want to watch that interview and learn a little bit more about the creator, that is something that is currently online. Okay, hello. It is your friendly local neighborhood naked mole rat here to tell you that there are a few updates to the Sun Vanished situation. And yes, you heard that correctly. I'm like bareface, like literally working on this video, getting it up for you guys, because all this weekend I am prepping because I am going out of town for like 20 days. Hee hee. Alright, so something happened a few days ago. I think it was like Wednesday. I received a message from @thesunvanished, and it just said, here's the proof. And I was like, what's the proof? And like literally went like 30 minutes like not knowing what it was, and I was thinking, was there something in my messages was there something in my videos where I was asking for proof? Like literally was just like, oh my god, but was so excited he was back and alive. And then I looked at my message requests on Twitter and saw that I had a message from the creator of @thesunvanished. And I don't know why this patch of skin is so red. He was just kind of saying thank you for the support and letting me know that the Sunvanished was going to be back. But I obviously fangirled and then sort of followed him on Twitter and just checked out his posts and stuff, and he did have some stuff up, just linking to his Patreon. And so if you guys are in a place where you can support, give a few dollars, pledge any amount, this is someone who really deserves your support and deserves your time and your money, because like these videos literally are amazing for me to film, but like I wouldn't be able to do it without his incredible story. This is like a production from what I'm understanding. Like there are other people involved, you know, and I've always known that there were other people involved, but like I never really put the time into thinking about like what it's like to write something like this and to do something that's so immersive. So if you guys could check out his Patreon, it will be linked below. He didn't ask me to do this. He doesn't know I'm doing this. I just wanted to support this guy who, because of him, we've been able to follow this story, be obsessed with this story, and I've been able to make a few videos about it. So yeah, I love you. That's it for me, looking like a naked mole rat. Look at that sky. I should sit outside and edit. Spoiler alert, the sun has not actually vanished. If you guys do know any good, like, I don't know, I love things like this. Like, I love stories that are told through social media and through, like, these sort of, like, posts, you know what I mean, in these chronological orders. If you guys know anything else like this, definitely let me know, because I'm very intrigued. I did want to talk a little bit about my haunted apartment. And, not my current haunted apartment, but my former haunted apartment. I've said in videos in the past that I know the person who is currently living in my former unit in my apartment building. If you guys do not know, I basically stayed in my same apartment building and moved to a different, slightly older unit. The activity hasn't, I mean, it seems a little bit less, but I was still noticing things in my apartment, in my new one. Like my roommate's dogs growling at my bedroom, or you know what I mean? Just like things like that. And Haley, Andrew, and I had some weird experiences in my apartment when they were there with me. But the girl who lives in my old apartment unit, I almost just said the number, is moving out. Because it's that real. There are other things too, and it's just sort of a culmination of a lot of things that are forcing her to break her lease, literally break her lease. Do you know how big of a deal that is? Breaking your lease in LA is not like an easy feat whatsoever. She's confirmed that so many paranormal things have happened to her in it. And she really wants me to make a video with her once all is said and done. But when I asked her, you know, when are you moving out? Like, how much longer do you have the apartment? She said basically she's getting all of her stuff out pretty shortly. And then she said that I can, like, ghost hunt in my old apartment. And I kind of think I'm gonna do it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that stupid? Is it dumb of me because it's all in the same building? Like, does that even matter? Like, when you go ghost hunting, can't things just follow you anyway? It was my home, and it was a place I wanted to love so badly, and it was so beautiful and such a great, gorgeous apartment, and I wish I hadn't had so many negative experiences in it, but I just did, and everyone who lives there now apparently is going to have negative experiences in it, and paranormal creepy things happening. So I don't know, this person who like confirmed this too literally told me, she was like, listen, I'm very matter of fact, I don't like ghosts, I don't have a lot of ghost stories, but like this happened, and she doesn't even want to tell me the experiences until she's moved out. Like, that's how freaked out she is. I don't know. I wanted to ask you guys for your opinion. What do you think? Should I go back and do a series where I would like have like my boo buddy ghost like bear with me, you know what I mean? Like it wouldn't just be the apps. Like we could do a lot more than I even normally do in like these types of videos, since people have very strong opinions about anything that I do on my cell phone. But we can definitely do something extra and just sort of see. I mean, I just would want to go back and like be in my old bedroom and like figure out, why did I feel so uncomfortable here? Why did all this stuff happen here? You know what I mean? And I probably won't even get an answer, but if you guys are interested in something like that, like let me know, because it is an option, but I wanted to know you guys' thoughts on it. I can't believe I've literally been talking for like 10 minutes. Like, am I okay? The other thing I did want to mention is this Netflix documentary that I had watched, and it was super interesting. I don't know why I just went onto my Netflix app like to try to search for it when it's literally on my Twitter, because I recommended it there too. This is not sponsored in any capacity, FYI. Like no one told me about this. I just was trying to figure out what I wanted to watch while I was getting ready today to film, and I wound up watching The Devil and Father Amorth, I think is the technical spelling for it. It's been a few hours since I watched it, so I kind of forgot how to pronounce it. Basically, the director of the original The Exorcist movie witnessed his first ever exorcism, and the footage is insane. Like you can literally hear two voices coming out of this woman, and like it's like being filmed on a tiny little camcorder, and like it's intense. And he has like people weigh in, like doctors, like, you know what I mean? It's very like to the point. It's like he films it and then he asks people like, doctors, like, can you explain this? Like, do you believe that this is like something that this woman should be going through? Like, it was super interesting, super creepy, very entertaining. But I just thought it was so interesting because The Exorcist was such an iconic movie. And actually Father Amorth said in an interview that he felt like The Exorcist was a good film because he felt like people kind of understood his job a little bit better, if that makes any sense. Like, it was, you know, obviously over exaggerated, but he felt like people sort of finally understood what he did. I just think it was so interesting and cool and terrifying, and the ending has like a wild twist. And the craziest part is that it's all real. Like, it's not even like fiction, it's all real. And I don't know, you guys, if you're down with that kind of stuff, definitely watch that movie because it is creepy as all get out. Anyways, you guys, I guess the only other real update that I have for you is that I will be doing another haunted mystery box unboxing. I ordered another one because the popularity of this videos kind of seems to be going back around, so I thought we would do another one. I want to thank you guys so much for your recent love and support. I have a lot of new subscribers who specifically came because of my cartoon conspiracy videos, like conspiracy videos that ruin your childhood. So to thank all of you for being here, I am planning on doing another one of those. It has been way too long since I have done one of those. And I'm planning on doing a couple of other fun videos along those lines. I love you guys very much. Thank you for being part of my family and subscribing to my channel and making me feel amazing on a daily basis. I hope that I give you as much joy in your life as you give me. Thanks for watching though, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Until next time, I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video.